So we're looking at the monopolistic competition. This is a market structure. First, we need to talk about the characteristics. All right. Then we see what happens in the long run and in the short run. So, in a monopolistic competition, also here there are many sellers and buyers. All right. Entry and exit are easy. Entry and exit into this competition are easy. Right? Similar with the perfect competition, but where they start to differ is here. In a monopolistic competition, there are no homogeneous goods. Firms are selling differentiated goods. So, differentiated goods, these are goods, they can be the same type of good, but they have different features that distinguish them from other goods. All right. For example, monopolistic competition, the best example are the restaurants and the fast foods, right? You can say like here in Zambia, we've got Hungry Lion and we've got KFC, right? Hungry Lion has, both of them are selling chicken and chips, but they are, they've got different recipes that they use and different options of goods that they can give to the customers, right? So that's what we mean differentiated goods. The good has a slight difference from its other substitute. Right? So since their goods firms are unique, so they can control the price at which they want to sell it. That's why that's why what it is the monopolistic in this market structure. Yeah, because each firm's goods is distinguishable from the others, and that's where they have the monopoly, and that's where they can increase or decrease the price. Another characteristic, firms are price makers. As we said, since each good produced or sold by these firms can be distinguished, firms can charge different prices. All right. All right. So now let's look at the graph of the monopolistic competition. All right. You start with the average revenue curve. All right. Average revenue in a perfect competition, in a monopolistic competition, average revenue is also equal to demand and is also equal to price. All right. After you draw your average revenue, you're going to draw the marginal revenue curve, which is slope twice as steep as the average revenue curve. All right. Then now, next thing you put in is put in the marginal cost curve. And then finally, we put in our average total cost curve. And we just draw it properly. So this graph is showing the monopolistic competition in the short run, right? Just like a perfect competition, in the short run, firms are seeing positive profits. All right. So firms in the monopolistic competition are profit maximizers, so they're going to produce where marginal cost equals marginal revenue. And it is at this point here. This is the point of profit maximization. So this is where these firms are going to produce. This is the quantity they'll produce. So we take our dotted line. Once it touches the average total cost curve, we translate it to the y-axis. This is our average total cost. Then we take our dotted line until it touches our price or our demand or average revenue curve. So this box here that I've drawn represents the positive profits in the short run. All right. Now, as we said, in a monopolistic competition, there is easy entry and exit into the market. So, when other sellers see that firms are making positive profits, what do? They want to join in. All right. So, they start entering the market. So, the more firms that come in, our demand curve shifts. All right. So, in this case, our demand curve will be somewhere here. And now our marginal revenue curve here. And our marginal cost curve, we put it here. And our average total cost curve is going to scheme on our average cost curve, on our demand curve. We put our average cost curve here. This is our average total cost curve. This is the marginal cost curve. All right, so we said frames are still profit maximizers, so they'll produce where marginal cost equals marginal revenue. So this point is going to come here, where the average total cost curve is touching the demand curve. And this will be the price, and this also be the average total cost curve. So here we're going to say P equals A T C. So this is the graph of a monopolistic competition in the long run. So the next thing that we need to check for now is a monopolistic competition allocatively efficient and productively efficient? So productive efficiency occurs where firms are producing at the lowest average total cost. And the lowest uh, average total cost is at the point where the marginal cost intersects with the average total cost, right? So this is the point of productive efficiency. But as we can see, the firm is producing here at this point where marginal cost equals marginal revenue and not here. So in the long run, competitive firms are not productively efficient. Then we also look for the point of allocative efficiency. Point of allocative efficiency where P equals MC, price equals MC, which is this point here. Remember allocative efficiency. This is all about consumer satisfaction. All right. But as we can see, the firm is not producing at the point where it's allocatively efficient. All right. Even in the short run, we can come in the short run and see point of productive efficiency where the marginal cost cuts the average total cost curve at this point here. This is the point of productive efficiency. So even in the short run, firms in a monopolistic competition are not productively efficient. Then the point of allocative efficiency, where P equals MC, which is here, you can see again, firms are not also allocatively efficient. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to illustrate dead weight loss. All right. Dead weight loss. This is just the loss in the consumer and producer surplus. Consumer and producer surplus is just like the benefit to the customer and the benefit to the producer.